Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. If you are on, let me get my Instagram people in on this. Let me see. I didn't do Instagram yesterday, but I wanted to make sure that I did Instagram today. So I am excited about today. If you are joining me for the very first time, hello, hello, hello. My name is Dr. Tiffany. Thank you for joining on today. This is our second day, day two. Like I've committed to doing 30 days of coming on at noon, teaching about some type of topic. Yesterday we taught about how do you know or can you survive cheating? Can a relationship survive cheating? And so today we're going to continue that topic a little bit and talk about signs that signs of whether or not you have healed from being cheated on. So if you know somebody that needs to hear this, go ahead on and tag them on in this, hit share it to your page. I think I can see comments today. I was having a little bit of issues with that. Hi, Instagram. I got Instagram with me today. I struggled with that yesterday, but I got it. Like I got it today. So hey, Instagram, thank you for joining on today. Then we got Facebook. I am streaming on Facebook. I'm also on YouTube. If you're not following me on YouTube, go follow me on YouTube. Instagram, if you're not following me on Facebook, go follow me on Facebook. Facebook, if you're not following me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram. Send me a message and let me know that you're there so that I can properly say hey to you. That's what I do. I'm a Southern girl. That's what we do. Like, you come in contact with us, we say hey. That's just what we do. So today we're going to be talking about how do you know? What are some signs that you look for of whether or not you have healed? Now, I want to see if I can really, really look at comments. Y'all, I'm struggling with this comment stuff. Like Facebook, why y'all make it so difficult? Y'all, say hey or let me know who you are because I'm checking my comments. I want to make sure that I can see comments during the show. So let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me just fine. I know I got my heater down there, but if you can hear me just fine, just let me know because I want to make sure that you can hear me. Let me know that you can hear me. Send me some hearts. Send me a thumbs up. Send me something to let me know that you can hear me. Awesome. Okay, so how do you know? What are some signs that you look for to know whether or not you have healed from being cheated on? Now, yesterday we talked about like, can a relationship survive cheating? Long story short, yes, a relationship can absolutely survive cheating, but the most important question that you should be asked is whether or not this relationship should. So I offer some really cool tools that will to go back and look at, some really cool tips for you to go back and look at and evaluate whether or not your relationship should. And I made sure to divide those into my single people and to my married people because that's going to look different. Restoration is going to look different whether you're single or whether you're married, and whether or not you should continue is going to look different whether you're single or whether you're married. So go back and check out that show from yesterday. I still have it posted. It's posted also on Instagram and on my IGTV, and is posted on my Facebook pages as well. So sign number one, if you talk, I have my little notes here. If you talk about the incident as if the person cheated on you yesterday, but it's been like 5 years since it happened, but somehow or another, every time you talk about it, you're telling somebody about what happened to you and why you're divorced or why you moved on, or you're bitter or something about still being in that relationship because they cheated on you, and every little moment you get, you bringing up the fact that they cheated on you. That is probably a sign that you have not healed. You still have some things that you have not completely processed and haven't healed from being cheated on. So that's sign number one. If you talk about it as if it just happened, now mind you, if it just happened some months ago, if it just happened, some years ago, you still like a year. I ain't gonna say some years because we shouldn't be still dealing with this after a year. If you're dealing with this after a year and it still hurt as if it happened yesterday, then you probably need a therapist. You need to work with somebody to help walk you through the healing process because it shouldn't still sting like it happened yesterday after a year. It shouldn't. And I know situations are different. Everyone's different. The process is going to be different. The healing process is going to be different. But excuse me, it shouldn't happen or shouldn't feel like it just happened yesterday. So if you're still talking about it every moment you get, and it's been like 3 or 4 years, and you still hurt, and you still crying, and you go home at night, and you still sad about it, no, 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 no. That is a sign that you have not healed, and you need some help with processing through why you haven't healed. Sorry, I'm getting a call on my and my husband know I'm online. He should be online looking at me, but he's on his lunch break. So sign number two, you refuse to forgive. And now I just had this argument. It wasn't an argument. It wasn't an argument. Let me not say it was an argument. I just had this discussion with someone on Facebook. No, it was on Instagram that said that you don't have to heal, or you don't have to forgive, or you shouldn't forgive. You don't need to forgive to heal. And I disagree. I do, however, I do feel like situations are different and people walk through their processes very different. In order for you to be completely on the healing side, you do have to forgive to a degree. You do have to forgive. And when you choose to not forgive, what typically happens is that unforgiveness sets up it's almost like it sets up like a plant. And that's what I can think of. And it's like a plant that's set up in your heart that eventually take root, and the root of anger and forgiveness is resentment and bitterness. So if we hear you talking about your ex, or they may still be your now or your future, like we don't know, you may still be with this person that cheated on you, we don't know. But if we hear you talking about this person and everything is negative, you're saying it out of your mouth about this person, and every time you have an argument you're bringing it back up, and you're real negative and bitter, and you treat them like whatever because of that one time or that several times that they cheated on you, and all of that's coming up in your heart, that's a sign that there may be some unforgiveness there, or there may be some resentment. You may regret that you chose to stay in that relationship, and you're not as close to them because what if they hurt you again? Or what if they go back and do such and such? Or what about so and so? And don't let them have no baby. Don't let them have no baby on you. And you still, and I know this is maybe a sensitive topic because I know in Mississippi, the case of the Beverly case is going on, and that's some of the things that they're saying about the young lady that's on trial, the stepmom that's on trial, is that she resented that baby because the baby happened while they were together, I believe it was. But you're resenting, and you still holding on to that, and every moment you get, you're reminding that person that they did you wrong, and you're bitter, you can't connect, you have a hard time moving forward with them because there's some unforgiveness there. And every time there's unforgiveness keeps you from connecting with people. You will not be able to connect on a genuine level with anybody if there's some unforgiveness that is left in your heart. So in order for you to be healed, you have to actually start digging out, like, the roots of all of that, and decide that I am going to heal. I need to heal. I don't need, not for him or not for her, but I need to heal so that I can move forward for myself. So if you're just clicking on, make sure you share, make sure you like and share this so that other people can log on, so they can look at it, go back and watch the replay because you have chosen to share. So make sure that you share. Sign number 3, that you may still have some stuff going on there, you may still have not healed from being cheated on, is that you're just still hurting. I think I addressed this a little bit at the beginning, is that you're still hurting. You still have, there's still this pain in your heart of something that they did towards you. And now this is just not for cheating. This could be for anything that was done. They may have, misused you at some point, or they may have abused your trust. And now the trust is hurt in the relationship, and you don't trust that they're going to do what they said they were going to do, or they've let you down, or they've, said things that were not nice to you, or they've not treated you very well. But if you're hurting, if there's still some hurt in your heart that's still there, it has to be dealt with, or the relationship is not going to go anywhere. That's if you choose to stay. And if you don't choose to stay, if you say, hey, you know what? I watched yesterday and I'm in the crew that said that, you cheat on me once, and I'm not staying. I'm not staying around for this. Like I'm not here for this. And you've chosen to move on. When in order for you to move on with someone else, or move on to someone else, or with someone else, and have a chance of having a healthy relationship with someone else, you still have to go through the healing process. And what we talk about in therapy is actually going through the grieving process. You grieve the relationship. You grieve what you thought it was. You grieve what you thought it was going to be. You grieve the life that you thought you two were going to create. But because of this incident or incidents that have happened, and you've chosen to not continue the relationship, you may not ever see that life. You may not ever see the life that with the children having their parents together and growing up and seeing grandchildren sitting on the porch, or coming to visit Grammy and Pappy. You might not ever see that life, or that life may look a little bit different moving forward. But you have to actually allow yourself chance to grieve the loss of that person, whether that person meant a lot to you or little. I mean, if you were with them, they had to have meant something, right? I mean, right? They had to have meant something. And so you actually have to go through the process of grieving. You have to go through the process of grieving and give yourself time to grieve. I don't know nothing about these relationships that we done today and tomorrow with somebody else. No, then you married 3, 4, 5 times, and you trying to figure out like what hit me, like what in the world, what happened, what's going wrong, like why am I keep Sue cheated on me, and now Susan cheating on me, and now Cherry, and I'm going through all of these processes of broken relationships because I didn't deal with when Sue did it. So let's stop, allow ourselves to heal, and go through the process of healing, forgiveness, so that you have the chance of a better relationship. So thank you so much for joining on today. You still have time to share. Make sure you share this broadcast with someone, because people need it. Like, people are going through these. I see this stuff all the time. People need to know. They need to know the truth. Like, they just need to know. They don't need to know, like, what grandma did. Because back in the day, people stayed in marriages and relationships where men cheated several times, or when women cheated several times. They just did. They did. They just believed in family that much. They didn't believe that, family should be broken up. So people did. But, things are different now. Like, the marriage rate now is like, what, 50%? It's actually over 50% now. It's over 50%. Excuse me. Look, I've been trying to figure out how to take this little thing. Okay, I think I got it. Take it off the camera. There we go. But the marriage rate now is just over 50%. So people they're not staying married like they used to. They're not putting up with as much stuff as they used to. So the divorce rate is like over 50%, and that's high. That's high. It's a lot of families being broken up, and for various reasons, of course. But if you have enjoyed today, I do have a little resource that I would like to put in your hands. I don't know if I'll be able to pop it in the comments, like, because y'all know I'm struggling with the comments, right? Like, I'm still trying to figure this stuff out. Like, I'm using a whole nother streaming service here that I'm doing it a very different way than I usually do it. So I'm still trying to figure this stuff out. But I do have a resource. If you are on my Facebook page, I'll link it in the video. If you're on Instagram, you can go right directly to my profile, and on there you will see a button that you actually just go. It's a website link. Go to the website link. It'll take you to a whole list of links, and I have a resource called 5 myths of difficult relationships and why you shouldn't believe them. Because of course, I'm Dr. Tiffany Ross. I'm a therapist. I didn't introduce myself at the beginning. I'm a therapist and I'm a relationship expert. And I particularly work in my coaching business with women who have went through some type of traumatic relationship, or have been through a relationship divorce, or a bad breakup, or have had some kind of emotional abuse, or maybe even sexual and physical. We talked about that a little bit yesterday. So make sure you go back and watch that video. Inside of relationships, and they're ready to recover. And so I have a group called Relationship Recovery Group that's here on Facebook. If you would like to join, you can request to join that. It may be linked somewhere. I thought it was linked somewhere. But if you are on Instagram, all of that information is inside of my bio. Just click that website and it will direct you straight there. You can download that free gift of 5 myths about difficult relationships. It's absolutely free. And I will make sure to link it right below this video here on Facebook. Thank you guys so much for joining. I will see you tomorrow, same time, where we talk about hard life situations with simple solutions. Have a great day.